that being said, reflection, I told you we were coming back to talk about the sacred powers within the number of 6, 9, 8, and 0, which really they're all the same number. And you're like, Sarithia, hold on now. I know how to count. 6, 9, 8, and 0. That can't be the same number. You tripping now. You over there smoking a little bit. Smoke weed every day. You smoking too much of that weed, baby. Okay, so no, reflection. That's not what it is. So with that being said, reflection, we are over here to talk about numbers. And you will notice, reflection, that if you are into astrology and you are into the zodiac signs, reflection, then you'll notice there are 12 zodiac signs. So with that being said, reflection, every zodiac sign has a ruling planet, and every ruling planet has a ruling number, reflection. Okay, and we all know that there is no number that is higher than 9, because when you get to 0, it repeats itself and keeps going. Okay, so with that being said, reflection, I have a video on YouTube breaking it down. No number is higher than 9 as well. So with that being said, reflection, we are over here talking about the number 6 and the number 9. So, excuse me, before we get started talking about the number 6 and the number 9, I want to show you something, reflection. If you take a look at the number 6, remember I told you that the number 6 and the number 9 is technically the same number. Well, every zodiac sign and every planet, a number is the ruling over that planet. So 6 and 9 is no different. They are reflective numbers. So what are reflective numbers? Reflective numbers are numbers that mirror each other. So if you have, let's say, 1,331, that would be a reflective number, because the 13 and 31, reflection, they're flipped. So what do I mean? What do I mean by that? Let me give you a better visual of what do I mean about a reflective number. Okay, so this is what I mean when I say a reflective number. This is a reflective number, reflection. As you can see, 1331, it's the same number, reflection. It's just flipped. That's a reflective number. Now if you look at the bottom, 4774, that is a reflective number because it's flipped. It's reflective, reflection. Now even though this looks like it could be a reflective number, it's not. 2212, that would not be a reflective number. It is a sacred number, but it's not a reflective number. Do you kind of see what I mean now when I say reflective numbers, reflection? Okay, so when I speak of reflection numbers, that's what I mean. That's what it'll kind of look like. Okay, so remember, people lie, but numbers never lie. Okay, so and the universe is literally built off nothing but numbers. And when you realize that the universe is built off nothing but numbers, your day-to-day life can become a little bit more easier. You can break things down on a basic level, reflection. Because you have to think, when someone tries to make something complicated, it could be because they're hiding their real agenda. Give it to me, baby. Just, what are you saying? What are you saying, reflection? Okay, then if you can break it down like that, then you should be able to break it down simple as well, because the universe is literally built off the simple numbers of 3, 6, and 9. But those numbers are not simple. They're simple, but at the same time, they're very complex. It's just like our universe. Okay. So with that being said, let's go back and let's talk about the number 6 and the number 9. Now that we understand what reflective numbers is. Okay, if you look at the number 6, the number 6 rules the planet Venus. Okay, Venus is all about balance. Venus is also a feminine planet. It's a feminine planet, reflection. So if you flip it, then you have the number 9. Okay, so 9 is a masculine number. It's ruled by the planet Mars, which is masculine. So we have the number 9, which is masculine, and if you flip it, then we have the number 6, which is feminine, which also represents duality, reflection. Feminine and masculine, light and dark, night and day, girl, boy, left, right, up, down. You get what I mean, reflection? So it represents the positive and the negative. The 6 and the 9 represents duality. Okay, not only duality, it represents reflections. Okay, so with that being said, let's take a closer look at the number 6 and the number 9. Now, if you put the number 6 and you put the number 9, this is what I mean when I say this is the same number reflection. If you put the number 6 and you put the number 9 together, you're going to get the number 8 reflection. So what do I mean when I say that you will get the number 8 if you put the 6 and you put the 9 together? Put them together and you will get this reflection. Look at it like this. This is the number 6, and I'm finna draw the number 9 inside of that same 6. And that's what you get, reflection. Okay, so when you draw the 6 and you draw the 9 together, you get the infinite symbol. And that, you're like, how is that the infinite symbol? Well, those would actually be closer together, reflection. But that's how you do it. You put your 6, and of course you put your 9, and they all come together. Maybe that's a better example. And that's how you can see your 8 in there. Okay, reflection. And if you turn it to the side, that's how you get your infinite sign. Okay, so you're like, Tarethium, not only do I see an infinite sign, not only do you see the number 8 in their reflection, you also get the number 0. That's what I meant when I said 6 and 9 and 0 are the same number, because it's all within one, reflection. Okay, so why is this important? Because, reflection, if you take the number 6 and you take the tail off of it, and you take the number 9 and you take the tail off of it, you get the infinite sign. And not only do you get the infinite sign, reflection, you also get eternity. That also means eternity, reflections. Okay, let me get you a better picture. There, okay, that's a better picture. So as the red is representing the 6 and the black is representing the 9, and you put them together, then you get the infinite symbol, reflection. You have infinite. Okay, so a lot of people, if you will notice, each planet rules its own number, right? But Pluto, being the farthest planet from the sun, reflection, it has its own number as well. And you're like, okay, Tarethium, all the other planets already have the numbers 1 through 9. If you don't know, let's talk about the number that each planet rules, reflection. So Cancer, which is the moon, it rules 2. The sun, which is Leo, it rules 1. Jupiter, which is Sagittarius, it rules 3. Uranus, which is Aquarius, it rules number 4. Venus and Taurus, they kind of go together. They rule 6. Neptune, which is Pisces, it rules the number 7. Saturn, which is Capricorn, it rules number 8. And Mars, which is Aries, rules number 9. Okay, and remember I told you 6 and 9, which is Venus and Mars, feminine and masculine, opposites. You put them together, then you would get the number what, reflection? You would get 0, reflection, or the number 8. Okay, so what planet operates at the number 0? Okay, 0 is Pluto. Pluto vibrates at 0, reflection, which is infinite source, an infinite source. Even though it's the farthest from the sun, even though some like to say it's one of the smallest planets, it vibrates at one of the most highest vibrations. It is to vibrate at, which is 0, which is never ending. Okay, reflection, 0 represents eternity. Not only do 0 represents eternity, 0 represents the serpent as well. With that being said, Scorpio is actually the ruler over Pluto, reflection. So Scorpio vibrates at 0. Okay, Scorpio vibrates at 0. What does that mean, reflection? You know, when I always say, reflection, you have to get your do you believe in magic ready. You gotta get your rituals, you know what I'm saying? Do your self work, do your shadow work, because October is coming. So what do I mean by that? What do Tarethium mean by that, reflection? Because it's Scorpio season. Scorpio represents Pluto. Pluto represents the number 0. Anytime you add 0 to any number, what do you get, reflection? The power increases. Think about money. Think about money, reflection. Look at this right here. Okay, think about money. Okay, if we have $10 and we add a 0, then we have $100. If we add another 0, then we have $1,000. If we add another 0, then we have $10,000. The 0, this is what I mean when I say 0. People lie, but numbers don't lie, reflection. If you add 0 to any number, it increases more power. It gives it more potency, reflection. So when you see the serpent ending its tail, it's a never-ending cycle, reflection. It's a never-ending cycle. This is actually what that means. It just keeps going and going. Divine masculine at the top, divine feminine at the bottom. The head is the masculine and the tail is feminine, reflection, and it keeps going and going and going and going. So when I say get your things ready, do your shadow work, because October is coming, it's because Scorpio season is the season to add that extra 0 at the end, reflection, to increase, to call in more power, reflection. So with that being said, I wanted to come over here and I wanted to talk to you kind of about the yin and the yang, the 6 and the 9, the left and the right, the up and the down, the light and the dark, the positive and the negative. I wanted to talk to you about duality, reflection. You are over here in the night school with Tarithia. With that being said, until next time, Ashe.